Once, when I started my language journey, I tried to consider few people as my standard. I think that was very correct decision. Today, I want to share few names with you. If you really want to consider someone to develop or uplift your level of control, level of expertise over this language, then you may consider these people whom I really consider in the time when I started my language journey. My friend, you may hear the name of Jordan Peterson. He's a very academic person, clinical psychologist, and certified practitioner. When I learned this person for the first time, and it was actually an interview in between Mr. Peterson and Kathy Newman. Kathy Newman is a very popular BBC journalist, and she's a popular figure among feminists. So she should be addressed as feminist journalist. So when I looked and watching their hearing their conversation, it's a debate actually, not really conversation, it was a debate. First of all, it was a conversation, but it turned into a debate. I noticed that Kathy Norman, she was trying to suppress Mr. Peterson's logic, okay, by applying or narrating different types of ambiguous statement. That is very popular now in the Western world. And Mr. Peterson, she was very calm guy, very focused person in that video. So Mr. Peterson took some steps to restock, not by the hand, it was not kinds of smashing approach, but Mr. Peterson used Kathy Newman's logic to defeat Kathy Newman. It was a very amazing actually uh, debate, conversation turned debate, and that conversation became viral, and that conversation gave Mr. Peterson enormous popularity throughout the world. Mr. Peterson, became an internet sensation. So that was actually first incident that made me so inclined to this person. So I started hearing Mr. Peterson, but I confess, I yes, it's true. I wasn't really understanding Mr. Peterson. Around 20-30% I could understand from that guy. But I noticed he's a very academic person. He he was just very sophisticated, complex, and very academic words in his speaking. Few words I learned from this person: hierarchy, cliche, epicollective, misogyny. So these types of words are very common. I heard these words from this guy. So I realized probably this guy has kinds of inclination to this word. Nevertheless, he used a lot of academic words in his speaking. So I set up a limit, actually set up a standard there. I told myself, if I understand Mr. Jordan Peterson, I'll understand every single person. So it's a weird actually understanding weird types of condition I applied over myself. And now I think I understand Mr. Peterson so well. And there's a contemporary person, another person, he also stood up against the feminism or feministic belief system that was very popular, very smacking ideological standpoint in Western world. It's Andrew Tate, but he's a very, very stubborn guy. I had few from Andrew Tate, but I'm not really his fan. Okay, one thing I have to clear, I'm not also a fan of Jordan Peterson. I just consider Mr. Peterson as a standard to uplift my level of control over this language, and that works. Now I understand 100% Mr. Peterson, though he used a lot of academic words, complex word, unknown words in his speaking. So I think my mission is accomplished. And there are few other people whom I also consider they hold the psychology or clinical psychology background. To them, I want to refer for you like Andrew Huberman, Dr. Romney. I had many talk from these guys and few others name around 20 25 uh, psychologist turn public speaker. I heard their talk, and that really helped me to develop my understanding of human psychology. It isn't just uh, the clinical psychologist whom I really consider to uplift my level of understanding of this language, and at the same time to understand the human psychology. I consider many others people, as I really like to hear Islamic talk, Islamic sermon. I consider Yasikadi. Probably many of you are very familiar with Mr. Yasikadi. He's an amazing speaker, amazingly good speaker. His outstanding sentence making ability really infatuated me. If you are not really good to understand fast English talk, then you may consider Dunia Shuhayev or Yasmin Mujahid. They are not really original American peoples. They probably their parent migrated there. However, they use very standard English, but use very slow pattern to speak. So every single person who have even little understanding over this language, they can easily cope up with these guys. Dunia Shuhaba, Yasmin, Mujahid. So guys, when you become very fit with this language, then you must start considering some people like Simon Sinek, Jai Shetty, and I really want to refer one names before you. She's really, really, really good speaker. I didn't actually hear that woman for learning something what the message she share. Rather, I was very interested about her speaking style, Shadi Roy. She is, she addressed herself as a behavioral coach. So many people hold different types of designation in internet, and I think they use those designation are not really popular in our country, but they hold this designation, and that really works. um, I'm trying to remember the name. She's also a very good behavioral coach. I heard many talk from that girls as well, but I'm struggling to remember her name. So just give up. So my friend, what I'm actually trying to tell you, if you really want to uplift your level of control over this language, then try to consider some expert people as your standard to uplift your level of control over this language. Now, what my stand over my own fluency, I really believe that I'm one of the best speaker in the world. I try to compare my fluency with Oprah, Oprah Winfrey, I try to compare my fluency with Mel Robbins, Simon Sinek, or Michelle Obama. She's a very good speaker as well. I'm not really talking about Barack Obama. Barack Obama was a uh, very good to motivate people. So if you hear Barack Obama's talk, he know actually how to motivate people, but he don't use very standard English to speak. So I'm not really advising you to consider Barack Obama to uplift your level of expertise with this language, level of fluency with this language. You may consider Oprah or Mel Robbins. They are very, very popular podcaster, and they use very standard English. I hope if you hear them regularly, consistently, you will see yourself completely different. You'll see amazing fluency that is getting automatically evolved. So, my friend, consider a few people as your standard to uplift your level of control, level of fluency over this language. Thank you.